okay. I got no clue if this is gonna look any good. But I got. Hold on. Oh shit. Let me readjust my light. I'm a little bit sick, a little bit under the weather, but that's fine. I got the Mezco Pyramid Head. Let's see. Oh shit. Let's see. I'm just pretty amateurly filming this, as my friends will know. But we've got our pyramid head right here. I've never done one of these. Let's start off with some accessories. It comes with some creepers. These little bug things. I don't think I can. I'm not really sure how to get this camera to adjust, but we got two versions of these. One that's like more low ground, and then one that's sticking its little head up. They're very nicely painted. They look like the game. That's what's important. We got a mannequin with. I can't tell if the feet are supposed to move or not, but right here, and here, you got some swivels. Any ball joint could be a swivel, but those aren't ball joints; those are swivels. Then moving these bugs out of the way. Oh! Don't get caught in the table there. There we go. Missed one. We've got our boy Pyramid Head. Now he comes with the great sword. Big fucking sword. Am I right? Am I right, lads? Or am I right, lads? This thing, holy shit. This is just really, I wish there could have been a little bit more detail on the smock here. However, that's not something you can't easily fix. A lot of range of motion in here. I mean, even the head has more motion than you would think. You got some nice rocking side to side. You got some good up and down. Not a whole lot, it is a giant pyramid, but more than you'd expect. He's got a lot of back, a good gracious amount of forward. Look at that, god damn. Maybe I shouldn't be swearing. I am gonna try and put this on YouTube. Oh shit! Oh, I popped his head off. I guess this is a good time to show off his other accessories. I showed off the he's a little hard to balance without the pyramid. I kind of posed him with pyramid in mind. He comes with the movie design. Let's just set you down over here. As you can see, this is what he came out with out of the box. This is the game design. It's more squared off. It's not as. It's still very, very detailed. But there's less. It's a little less over designed, as I would put it. And the movie design. Now, say what you will about the movie. I know I can go on for a while about the movie. I do think it's good. I think it's good on its own thing, but not that good of a adaptation. However, this is very well sculpted. It's very well painted, and in case you're curious, let's plop this on. Get a nice look for what he looks like with this on, and this would be your Mezco pyramid head with the movie design. I apologize if this thing's all out of focus. I can't really figure out how to get this thing to work with me. Now, I am not personally not a fan of this design. I apologize if you are. So I'm going to, let's just leave the heads off while I show you articulation. You got a thigh swivel. You got a nice. Ooh, you got a nice butterfly joint here at the shoulders. You got a nice, very, very nice butterfly joint. You get a very good inward, good outward. Let's see, can he do the T pose? He's very unobstructed, so he can actually pull off a Y pose. He can pull off a Y pose here, even with the great sword. The great sword isn't as heavy as you may think it is, so it won't hinder your articulation at all. He can lift that whatever which way you want. Let's see. Let's kind of straighten him out here a little bit again. He's got, again, very nice details. He's got these nice boots here. Very, very good swivels. Very good. It's your basic articulation. It's a Mezco. Let's see. Can he kick his own ass? Cannot kick his own ass. He can get very close, though. That's very good. That's very good. You got to be, the cloth gets in the way a little bit. I'm sure he could if he didn't have cloth on the way. Is that zipper real? Wait. Holy shit, his zipper's real. You can unzip this motherfucker. You can get him naked. I know a lot of you guys find this guy hot. I know a lot of you. I've seen so many people thirsting after this man. It is kind of wild. But yes, you can strip him, I suppose. This is a very amateur review. I apologize. This is very, very amateur. I'm not editing this at all either. This is going straight raw into YouTube. All right, let's get you nice and balanced. Balanced, I said. Balanced. Balance. There we go. Now, he comes with a shit ton of hands. Let's just plop you down on the floor here. He comes out of the box with fists. I swapped those out. He has some relaxed hands. This isn't going to show very well on camera, so I'll just kind of, he's got these wide gripping hands. I think these are for carrying around your mannequin. He's got, where are they? He's got some very, circular gripping hands. Those are probably for this spear. I haven't finished the game quite yet. Not sure what the fuck that's about. Please don't spoil it in the comments. And yes, I did buy this figure without having completed the game yet. Don't call me a fake fan. I'm new. Okay. We got a smaller, squared off gripping hand for gripping your greatsword, and we've got some very nice blood effects. This is the largest one. What you do here is you just slide it right on. Let's try and get this on frame here. You just slide it right on in there. Plugs in very nicely. It does add some heft and weight. However, if you compose your thing right, you can get them in a nice... Oh, shit. He's falling apart on me here. This is very much worth the money I paid for. But you can get a very nice, slashing motion here. This isn't a very good pose, but, you can get your good slashing motion. If you don't like how big this is or how heavy it is, it does come with a smaller variant, and I think there is one more that is slightly smaller than this, but it plugs in just the same, not quite as heavy. It'll give you a little bit less trouble. Let's get him back in frame here. Our nice, beautiful pyramid head. The red pyramid thing, whatever you want to call him. I'm gonna call him pyramid head. That's I think red pyramid thing is kind of dumb. Let's see, we got more blood accessories here. Come on, get out of that baggie. Ooh, sorry. I am smacking my lights around. I haven't done this. Yeah, a small little splurt effect. You could use this for bullet wounds or something. Just take some little sticky tack, plug it in a figure. It does have a little tiny hole in here, so when you take your spear, you can poke it right on through there, and you can poke your enemies. This comes in various sizes, so you get a larger poking effect to poke your enemies with. And then you got some more Here, let's see. What are you? I think you're a. We got another little slash here. I think. You just. I think this is more. Like you imagine my finger is a figure here. You kind of slap this on their torso and just, slide this across the thing, and then it'll stick, and you're slashing a guy in the chest. I'm not quite sure. I haven't figured out how to attach this one yet, but this is another slasher, a little slashy. And then using the mannequin, for example, here you get this, which it wraps around the torso of your figure, and this guy's a little skinny, so it's going to ride low, but it just very nicely does that. And now, for scale, let's see, let's get you standing nice, proud and tall, Mr. Pyramid Head. Get you nice and tall. I don't have my whole collection here with me, but I do have a good amount of things here. So I will be showing you semi-related things. That being said, let's go with the least related thing I can show you and compare them with a average Marvel Legends, Tombstone. We're going to use, not Tombstone, I'm fucking stupid. Hammerhead. We're going to use Hammerhead here for comparison. His head is around shoulder height. I think Marvel Legends is a good scale with these guys. It's Marvel. Well, no, actually, let's keep him here. Let's keep him here so you can get a nice idea. The mannequin rides a little small. I think they're a little bigger in the game. Now, this guy's a little big, but let's compare him with the NECA Part 7 Jason. If he would like to... Ooh. As you can tell, balance is not my strong suit. I've played around with my Part 7 Jason, so he's a little loosey-goosey. He's a little loosey-goosey on me. But just pulling them right off the shelf here, we got our part set. Holy shit! Ooh, Pyramid, you are tiny as fuck compared to this guy. So NECA's 7-inch scale. This is 1/12 scale. Closer to 6-inch. So NECA figures will have a solid inch on these guys. Here's with a Freddy Krueger. A little bit more of an average guy size. Still, he's more like he's about Pyramid Head's height, but I do think you would like him a little smaller. Now, to compare with another NECA, a NECA Xenomorph here. He's getting out of frame, but I think you get the idea of how big this guy is. Let's get you back on the shelf there. Same with you, Mr. Fred Krueger. I do think Marvel Legends and other 6-inch lines are going to scale better. Now, let's compare you with an import. Now, he is headless. I do have a custom head currently drawing. I'm currently in the middle of doing this. But here he is with a Mafex Terminator. Let's get your arm down, sir. So, he scales well with Mafex. I would say probably Marvel Legends, Mafex, SHF, other 6-inch, 1/12 scale lines are going to be your friends here. Now, let's see, who else can I compare to? Let's go a little out of the box. And end off with, oh, hold on. He's giving me some trouble here. Or she, you don't know. Well, no, probably he's a little colorful. Let's compare him with a beast of the Mesozoic Sinoceratops. A little big. Yeah. Anyway, this is an absolutely beautiful figure. Oh yeah, I neglected to mention the smock here is wired. You get a lot. You get some good wiring here. It holds its pose very, very well. You can, close that up. You can open it up if you want. Get a good look at his beautiful spread. That's actually not so beautiful of a spread, but for Pyramid Head it is. God, you can probably tell what reviewers I like to watch. But yeah, this is my review. That's about everything he comes with. See you later. Drink water.